what's up, and welcome to this London sightseeing tour. To begin with, I'm kicking things off on Westminster Bridge, just by the iconic London Eye, offering 360 views of London, and Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament on the other side. Scaffolding all over them at the moment until 2021 to ruin all of your Instagram pictures, so just be warned before you come here. This is the place where it all starts. On the bridge here, this is the, I'd say, most famous part of London. You always see this on films and in TV shows, videos, pictures. So I've just crossed over from one side of Westminster Bridge to the other, and you can see here close up on this side the Houses of Parliament, their neo-Gothic style, which has been around for hundreds of years. So if you want to follow my footsteps on this tour, the first place you need to come to view all of this on Westminster Bridge is Westminster Underground Station. So come around the corner and you can walk towards the other side of Parliament. This is where you can enter for a tour. On the other side of the road is Westminster Abbey. There's going to be long queues to get in. If you're interested, then you can go inside. It's where Prince William and Kate Middleton got married a few years ago. So I've crossed the road once more and I'm now on Parliament Street. This is your perfect opportunity to get a selfie or a picture with one of the famous London telephone boxes. The red London buses and black cabs are also iconic to the roads. And we're now here at 10 Downing Street, which is the residence of the British Prime Minister.
Wait, I've got to take a picture of these birds.
You've seen Rob actually? You've never seen it with Hugh Grant in it?
Oh, Hugh Grant, yes.
Yeah. So he's been
10 Downing Street, heavily guarded as always. You have to stand at the right angle to try and see as far as you can down the street. Here we have the Household Cavalry. Now walking in towards St James's Park, and you walk all the way through to reach the home of the Queen, Buckingham Palace. St James's Park is a really nice walk. There's some cafes in here, there's benches, places to sit on the grass. So I've now made it to Buckingham Palace, which is the home of the British monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, now the longest reigning king or queen in British history, lives right here. I'm now passing through Green Park after Buckingham Palace. Continue walking along here and you'll reach Piccadilly Circus. I'm going to cover that area a bit later on in the video. After this stroll through here, I'm going to take the underground to a different part of London and then come back here in the evening when Oxford Circus, Leicester Square Piccadilly Circus are a bit more lively. Coming out of Green Park, you pass underneath the Ritz, one of the most famous hotels in the world and one of the best known in London. So I took an underground trip and I'm now outside St Paul's Cathedral, which is one of London's most recognisable sights with its huge dome. Following the path down from St Paul's Cathedral, you can continue straight towards the Thames and a familiar bridge known as the Millenium Bridge. You may recognise the Millennium Bridge from the Harry Potter film. No, it wasn't actually destroyed in real life. From here you've got great views of either side of London. You can see the Shard, London's tallest building. So after coming off the Millennium Bridge, here we have Tate Modern, which is the UK's National Gallery of International and Modern Art. It's in the structure of the old Bankside power station. I quite like it. We've kept the history of the past, but we've modernised the interior with an amazing art gallery. Definitely check it out if you're into art. Even if you're not, go inside, it's impressive and it's completely free. So I'm going to carry on walking along the South Bank now. On the right here we have Shakespeare's Globe, which is a reconstruction of an Elizabethan playhouse. It basically brings Shakespeare to life. It's going to transport you back in time. Tickets are really hard to get, so you need to book well in advance, but highly recommended. Very old pub. Built 1615. A lot of modern within the old in this area. Continue meandering along and you'll reach Borough Market, full of modern and traditional food. You can head in any direction. So much going on around here. You can hear the sound of train above. £2.50 for an Earl Grey iced tea. Just what I need right now. Temperature's starting to get a little bit hotter. I'm going to move on now. Don't want to dwell for too long. Too many things to try and cram into this video. I've just passed London Bridge and this area is very nice. It's all been renovated over the last couple of years. And you can see the Thames once more. Tower of London in the distance and Tower Bridge. The next two things on my sightseeing list. I'm just going to venture on this way and show you them a bit more closely. top of Tower Bridge. As you can see, another defining landmark of London. Good views extending down the Thames this way. You can see the Shard and the modern area of London Bridge from here too. So cross over Tower Bridge and you'll be walking beside the Tower of London, a historic castle, another famous landmark. Highly recommend that you go inside. Once again, you have to pay for entrance and you get to see all kinds of things. The crown jewels, the old prisons where many people were held and also executed, and the Tower of London is well known for being a place of misery and torture, and different parts of the tower are even said to be haunted. For me, the Tower of London has always been an eerie place. Even when I used to come on school trips when I was younger, it used to creep me out, and you still get the feeling today when you stand around, there's not too many people here and you can really soak in the atmosphere. It's now a bit later on in the evening and I'm back in central London, and this is Leicester Square. There are shops, restaurants, lots of film premieres often happen here. British films usually, that is. There's tons of bars, people. It's just the life of central London. Walk on from Leicester Square a little bit further and you'll reach Piccadilly Circus. It's a famous meeting point in the centre of London, if anything else, with these video boards that haven't changed for years. The advertisements have changed, but they've always been there. So much to just walk around and observe. Very crowded. If you don't like crowds, just come here, check it out, and then, you know, move on to somewhere less crowded if you can find one in London. I'm now back on the street where my hostel is, much quieter here, and I'm going to end the video there. I know there's so much to see in London that I missed a bunch in this video. I was focusing specifically on sites and not necessarily areas, so places like Camden Town, Shoreditch, Oxford Street. There's actually a lot of areas I didn't cover, and of course don't expect to do everything I did in this video in one day. My feet are destroyed despite the amount that I used the underground. Yeah, I did a lot, and you should take more time doing each thing that I did in this video and do it over the course of a few days. Tomorrow I'll be filming a video on how expensive London is. If you're interested in finding out more about that, then check that one out. See you then. Peace.